all, as you all know, this week, the Dialogue Commission, the Commission of Dialogue and Encounter with all social, cultural, economic factors, the National Assembly has been holding a series of encounters with all political factions. I refer to all political groups that participate in the political life of our homeland, to talk about chronological elements, temporary constitutional elements regarding the year 2025, which is an electoral year. And we summoned these 38 political parties who have participated in the presidential elections on July 28, 2024, and I have to say that they all participate. All political parties participated in the meeting, and so we had the intention to summon the 4 governors of the state Zulia, Marinas, and Nueva Esparta that were elected by the opposition in 2021. Unfortunately, all governors participated, or if one of them couldn't make it, and sent a special envoy. And so last November was held an election to elect governors of the 23 states of the country and municipal councils of the municipalities and legislators of the legislative commissions in that time of the 23 states of the country. On December 6th, 2020, a year earlier, elections were held to elect the National Assembly, the legislators of the National Assembly of Venezuela, because posts in Venezuela have to be elected by the people. In the case of legislators, men and women, are 5 years. In case of mayors and governors, are just 4 years in office. The other thing that it's been talked are just fantasies, that the everlasting legislator, or that doesn't exist. What's really exists are institutions and the public powers established in this constitution. That is that the mayors and that these posts only last 4th and 5th term, and so that's why in the year 2025 we will be holding at least 9 elections, and it is likely that we hold 10 elections. The 6 consultations that, through the proposal of President Nicolas Maduro, allows that the people of community, of the neighborhoods, of the houses of the people, can elect the most corresponding, the most unprecedented project for them to perform. And so we will hold 4 consultations for those projects and 2 consultations for other crucial stuff, and so peaceful consultations. But besides, we have to elect the parliament too, because on November 5th, 1996, it is installed the new legislature, the new parliament, and we have to elect governors of the 24 states of the country, because in this election, by law, as we abided by law, we must elect the governor of the state of Guyana Esequiba. We must elect the regional governors of the 24 states and the over hundreds of mayors, municipality mayors, and so consequently this dialogue commission board is here. The legislator Nicolás Guerra, who is the first vice president of that commission, and the second vice president of that commission too, and the board of directors of the National Assembly, Pedro Infante, America Perez, legislators. And so we have the task to listen to political factors, to all the sectors of society and we listen to their opinions of when do they want to hold the elections, because an election is not a date, a deadline only. It's not a date. Maybe some people think that it is just to go to the polls, but the National Electoral Council, as the president and the authorities know, that each election requires a timetable, and that the electoral event is launched even before being summoned. The parliamentary election will be that date. That's why there is an array of coordinations of logistical meetings, events. It is a whole process. So we are in a very interesting situation in which we have to deal with how to place these 10 electoral events in the months as of January till December this year. It is not an easy task. That's why we went through consulting the whole process, and so we have written all in this proposal, which has two parts. The first one is regarding the general elements of the elections, how it's gonna be held, the summon of the political parties, of the voters, of those eligible for being nominated, abided by the Constitution and the laws, or for example, as the organic law of electoral processes. We have to learn how to take care of the electoral events. We have to learn from the previous experience how the electoral process was attacked by external factors, by media outlets and social media and artificial intelligence. So those are elements to be discussed, to take care of the electoral power and the people, the Venezuelan people, that the Venezuelan voters have the right to vote for they want, and not for Musk or Ivan Duque or any other. And the event of the financing electoral campaigns, the catastrophic situation that we have noticed in some human beings that don't deserve to be called Venezuelans, because they are calling for military actions against Venezuela, for external inventions against Venezuela. All those are elements impacting this call of peace that the National Electoral Council must do. And the second part is that to propose proposals, I insist. According to this constitution, the only authority in condition to organize, summon, develop, counting up ballots, proclaim elected nominees, and deliver the credentials to direct officials is the National Electoral Council. It's 10 principal rectors and and other subordinate entities. And there is no other entity that has the condition to make decisions in electoral terms. So that's why we have come with proposals from the political parties. How is going to be how is going to be the elections together, divided, and so some point out that we have to hold elections very soon. Maybe, in fact, on February, on January 26th, we are going to hold the first one. That's the reason. So we have to set the timetable, and that's why we are here. We have been very welcomed by the electoral power and by the all authorities here, and I have been informed. The President Elvis Amodroso informed me that they have decided to call for a permanent session of the National Electoral Council to not only analyze the document but also mull over the whole year and try to make the first approach to the electoral programs, to the electoral timetables of these electoral events, of these 9 or 10 electoral events. So I am open to questions. Greetings.